Welcome.
Birthday weekend. It's pretty
How was your
eventful.
birthday?
It was great.
What'd you do?
Went to work on my actual birthday. And then Friday, which was yesterday, had a barbecue with like close family and friends. Had a great time.
I was there.
Brandon was there.
Briefly.
He enjoyed some carne asada. I didn't do no regular, It's okay.
No, you did.
It's okay. Yeah, we did a carne asada, so it was pretty cool. And I enjoyed it. It was a great time.
Yeah. Sick, dude. What'd you do? What'd you do Friday?
It was the barbecue.
It was barbecue. Oh, today's Saturday.
We barbecued today,
Oh my gosh,
too.
dude. Yeah,
Your days are off.
We did barbecue.
That's how I know you're about to start traveling, when you get lost track of your days.
Oh, I get so lost right before travel.
Yeah.
So lost. During travel, after travel, everything around travel, time melts together. I don't even know where I'm at anymore.
I can't relate because I don't really travel, so, I mean.
You've never been out of the
I've only been out of state once. Twice. I've only been out of state twice.
Yeah, New York, right?
Went to New York, which is great. I actually want to go back. That was probably one of the better experiences of my adulthood. It's gross,
Really?
yeah, but it's
But
fun.
you haven't traveled.
I've never traveled, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So New York was like, whoa.
Yeah, you don't know what you're missing.
But like the people I went with, like
That's
they
fair.
were very kind of like.
It depends who you go with.
No, like they were kind of just like, oh, we're in New York, let's be careful. And I was out there like, yeah, I'm fucking in New York. I was talking to people and and stuff like that. So it was pretty great. But I feel like if I were to travel like outside of the country and stuff, I would make some like worldwide friends and connections, and it would be so great.
Oh yeah, people are nice when you travel. It's a good part about traveling.
Yeah.
Like not last year. Was it last year?
I don't think traveling right now is a smart idea though.
Yeah, whatever. A couple years ago, I went to Whistler, Blackcomb, in Canada.
Oh wow.
To snowboard.
Canada, eh?
Yeah, Canada.
To snowboard?
Yeah.
Jealous.
It was phenomenal. Jealous of what?
I'm jealous.
You haven't made it down the bunny hill without falling.
I don't care. It was fun. I went snowboarding for the first time a couple weeks ago. It was amazing. I fell on my ass and my face multiple times the whole trip.
As you're supposed to. That's how you're supposed to do.
It was great.
Oh yeah. We were supposed to go again, but the conditions aren't looking too great at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, guys, welcome. If you're tired of the noise, chaos, and confusion, take the simple shift and turn thoughts into action. Welcome to the show. This is Beto.
And this is Brandon. And this is the simple shift.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. So we got a reel.
We do. We're going to start off with a reel today. I got a reel. And it fits our topic of discussion today. Our topic of discussion today is toxic tribalism, if that's the way to put it. So we're going to pull up the reel.
Toxic empathy. Is
Yeah,
what
right.
say.
So we're going to put up this reel that kind of fits perfectly.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Anyone that think that cops are supposed to be in shape? Why are we hiring fat cops? If you can't sprint for 30 seconds straight, if you can't run a mile in 6 or 7 minutes, if you can't properly wrestle or grapple, why would I hire you? If I was police chief, bro, I would have the best force in the U.S. of the damn.
All right, I haven't watched the full reel, so I don't know.
That's valid. That's a valid argument.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to be a cop because I can't run a mile in 6 minutes. But that's a very valid argument. I mean, there's a lot of cops out here that are like, you barely fit in your vest there, buddy. Like, what's going on
You're
there?
spilling out.
Yeah, you're spilling out. There's a lot of...
Looks like they shopped at Baby Gap.
Yeah. But, I mean, to each their own, I guess. Maybe,
Maybe they
got fat throughout the years of being a cop.
That's even worse. That's just as bad.
Yeah,
that's almost worse. And this goes right into our topic because
it really does.
the standard has lowered. And I bat the blue, whatever. That's not the point behind this. The point is tribalism as a whole has become this toxic environment.
Yeah. It's like blind loyalty.
It's blind loyalty, and I get it. Like I fucking get it. Like you're with your boys, you're with your friends, and you have this common enemy that you're fighting, that you're quote unquote fighting against.
Yeah.
And it's easy to fall into this, oh, my boys can do no wrong because
that's the homie.
That's how I'm supporting. Yeah. And in the name of support, it's become this toxic environment. And it's easy to fall into this, oh, my boys can do no wrong because that's how I'm supporting. And in the name of support, it's become this toxic environment. And it's easy to fall into this, oh, my boys can do no wrong because that's how I'm supporting. And in the name of support, it's become this toxic environment. empathetic environment that's just bringing the standard as a whole down. And what happens when the standard lowers, and we'll talk about, the police force. What happens when the standard lowers? One, shit goes down and it happens worse. More people are likely to die. Two, like, I'm sorry, but this last shooting at not too long ago, what was his name? Alex Preddy?
Oh, right.
That was due to poor communication and poor execution of the entire event. Like, it doesn't matter. And
there was no de-escalation whatsoever, and it was just...
And I get it, like, you're fighting, it's the heat of the moment, you're fighting against people, and it's, sure, whatever. That was a lowered standard in action, and we're gonna see more of that, and we have seen more of that in every way, shape, or form, in every group, not just the police force, every group, because the standard has lowered. Yeah. Why has the standard lowered? That's insane. Like, to me, like, as a cop, if I am in the police force, I want my boys and girls to be at a certain standard. And as should I be held to that same standard. I'm going to hold them all to that same standard. Yeah.
And then it comes to the point where, like, you hold people to that standard and you get the feedback of it, like, oh, you're on my side. As soon as you don't hold them to as soon as you hold them to the standard that they're not comfortable and everybody else isn't comfortable with, it's like, well, you're against us.
Yeah.
It's, oh, you're on the other side then. And you can dive into, like, politics, where there's a lot of people, once you start talking politics with certain people and you disagree with them in any shape or form, instantly it's like, oh, well, you're left, or you're right. And it's like, no, that's not the point of me trying to get a point across.
It's not that fucking simple.
Yeah, it's never that simple, but it's...
You can hold... We've created this environment where you can't hold differing opinions. And as humans, if we don't hold differing opinions, if I agree with you on every single thing, there's something wrong with that.
You become lost.
It's a toxic environment.
You become lost in yourselves and your ideas to where you're not open-minded to any other idea out there, because it's like, no, you're wrong, I'm right, I don't care what you have to say.
Right.
Then at that point, you're not learning, you're not evolving, you're not becoming a better person in any shape, way, or form. You're just stuck in your ways. And this could even go as far as the younger generation and the older generation when it comes to... This could, like I said, this can call different tangents of, like, maybe technology. Well, back in the day, we had this and it was this way. It's like, well, we're trying to evolve and move into better ways of doing things.
Are you saying that if you didn't have this technology at my age,
right,
you wouldn't be using it?
And, like, guess what? I'm not in the past. Sorry that I'm not there. I'm not there, but this is the day and age now. It's either get with it or get left, as fucked up as that sounds. But, that is true, and then again, on the flip side of that, us as a younger generation have to understand that it may be hard for them. Mm-hmm. But it's always that.
And, to that point, there is certain qualities that I think the younger generations are now opening their eyes to, that were essentially a traditional older mindsets, that they are adapting in a more modern take. And I think that's great. That's great. And at some point, when you're that younger rebellious kid, you're, fuck my parents, you rebel naturally. But now that they're older, they're seeing the light, like, of both sides.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But that doesn't then go to take it back to politics. No. Left versus right. Like, they have an enemy. It's all or nothing mindsets. But in reality, I don't give a fuck if you're MAGA, you're left, you're right, you're Hispanic, you're white, gay, straight. It doesn't fucking matter. We need to hold each other accountable. We need to hold our own accountable. Yeah. There's no excuse. When you have somebody, and I was talking about this example earlier, when you have, say, we're in a group, we have this standard, we hold it for the most part. And I mess up, I fuck up, and I drop the ball. You never fix me. What happens?
Then it comes on to me. Then I see that, well, he's doing it. It's
Other
fine.
people see it, and then it's a slippery slope, and things start to go down and down. And eventually, it turns into this plague, this disease in these groups. And hypocrisy takes place. We're unable to see anything wrong with ourselves, with the people around us. And it's just like, oh, he did that, I can do that now.
It's like, no, that's not the point.
That's not, exactly.
And like, Andrew Tate said this. Say you get in a fight in a bar. I'm walking out from the bathroom, and I see that you're about to get in this fight. Guy swings at you. Guess what? I'm fighting the dude with you, not knowing the situation, not knowing if you're in the wrong or if the guy's in the wrong. I'll figure that shit out after. But it's going to get figured out. And if you were in the wrong, I'm going to let you know, yeah, you were fucking wrong. You just made me risk myself to do that. But you're wrong. We're not doing that again.
Yeah.
But say, like, we're going back to what we're talking about. Say I don't do that. And then we're just willy-nilly getting into fucking bar fights all the time.
More and more.
For no reason. Me not knowing why, I'm just, oh, well, that's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
That's my boy.
Guess what? One time, dude's like, oh, you guys want to fight? Boom. You're dead.
Yeah.
Now for not knowing what you were fighting for just because, well, that's the homie. I have that blind loyalty to them. And it's like, well, that's going to get you to a point where either you're going to get very hurt, you're going to get put in the situation where you're like, damn, I didn't want to be in this situation. It was like, yeah, but you were never nipping stuff in the butt to begin with. If you saw the wrong, but you weren't saying anything because you're, well, that's the homie, or that's my family member, or that's, my significant other. That doesn't matter. You have to be able to hold people accountable for what they're doing. And accountability in this day and age is like, it's almost to other people, not to me. It's almost offensive to other people.
It's 100%.
It's like,
offensive.
Wait, you're getting offended because I'm holding you accountable?
Yeah.
You need to fix yourself as a human being.
Yeah.
Because I grew up, I had an older brother. He would criticize us. He would give us, criticism. And I would take it as like, you know what? My older brother is giving me this criticism because he loves me, he cares about me, and he sees that I'm doing something wrong. And if he didn't love me, he wouldn't say shit. If my brother didn't, if my people didn't love me, and they wouldn't just let me do whatever I'm doing. And that's the point of like nowadays. If I were to tell some kid that's a younger, oh, you're being mean, you're bullying me, or you're, don't tell me anything, and it's just like that. I'm trying to help you out, but you don't see it that way. A lot of people don't see it as you're trying to help them out. No, you're offending me.
Yeah, and that I want to go back to the because your brother loves you type of thing. People have this toxic, empathetic view that their people can do no wrong, or they feel bad for their people, and they're automatically exempt from all criticism.
Yeah, no.
And if you... I'm going to hold you accountable.
100%.
As I expect you to hold me accountable. If I do some bullshit, you better call me out. Yeah. That breeds trust. That breeds accountability and progression. Yeah. If you are not holding me accountable, there's something fucking wrong. Yeah. And it's such a slippery slope. But it's out of love. It's out of fucking love.
I've told you this before. I've told one of my best friends this before. If you see me not telling you shit about your wrongs, I don't care about you. I don't care about you.
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to be your yes man? Kick the curb, bro. You're not my friend. I'm not going to be your homie that.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You want me to be your yes man? No, I'm not your friend. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But the day you see that I'm not criticizing you, I'm not trying to like, hey, get in the gym, or hey, bro, what you're doing is wrong. You need to fucking stop doing that. The day I stop doing that is the day I stop fucking with you. That's the day I don't care about you anymore.
Yeah. And you know what?
And people are going to see that as like, oh, well, he's not telling you, so it's cool. It's like, no, it's not. Yeah. Now I just
let it slip.
You lost the love and trust that I wanted to give you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big thing. A lot of people fail to do because they're scared. They're scared of losing friends because of that. Oh, well, if I say this, they're gonna feel some type of way, and they're not gonna be my friend anymore.
Good.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of my life. Get the fuck away from me.
That. I need people that are gonna be like, hey, you're fucking up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if your friends aren't holding you accountable, or if you're not holding your friends accountable, you don't care about them.
Yeah.
Stop lying to your fucking self. Stop lying to everyone around you. You don't give a fuck about them. Yeah. That's just how it is.
100%. And there's a lot of people that I used to call friends and this and that, but I just realized like, damn, these people don't give a shit about me.
No,
they really don't. They're just here.
They let you fall.
They're here for the party. They're here to have a good time, and it's like they're not really here to care about me. Sometimes I isolated for a while when it came to friends, and I really realized like what is an actual friend, and that's when I realized, no, I need people that are going to hold me accountable. It's not me. It's not them being dicks. It's not them being assholes. It's not them thinking they're better than me. It's just the fact that, hey, if you need to be told you're doing something wrong, you're doing something wrong, you know, and you need to snap out of the fact that, oh, I can't do anything wrong. You know, you can't tell me anything. Look at you. It's like, no. You know.
And that's another thing. Oh, but he's doing it.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh
Shut
man,
up.
as kids, that was like a kid thing.
The deflection.
Well, they're doing it, so why can't I do it? That's not the point. You know, that's not the point of it.
It's the cop pulling you over and you going, but they're speeding.
Exactly, but you got caught.
Yeah, but
So-
you're speeding too.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a problem.
Yeah. And like I the whole, well, you're offending me. That's the fucking part. I just like.
It's such a, you know what?
Everything offends everybody nowadays.
Yeah, you can't say anything.
I don't like your shoes. You're offending me. What? Like what?
You're a boy, not a.
Yeah, you're a dude. Oh, you just said you called me a dude. I'm offended. Like,
Yeah.
shut up. Like, just stop with the I'm offended stuff.
And this is why we have these delusional people that think they can change their whole, you know,
Life.
Well, not their life, I guess their fucking gender, whatever. Because nobody told them that they were wrong.
Yeah.
They affirmed them and considered it empathetic and considered them the good people. Newsflash. These people don't give a fuck about you. These people affirming your actions don't care about you. They care about feeling good. And feeling like the good guy.
Their party.
So
They
they're
care
going,
about the party.
They care about the party.
this.
They care about their image and how people see them. Oh, I'm virtuous. Based on what?
Yeah.
You're not fucking virtuous. You don't give a fuck about these people that you're helping. You're doing it to seem like you care.
Yeah. And that for me is like, it goes back to your childhood. Kids not being told no.
Yeah.
That's a big thing too. It's like kids not being told no, and they get brought up they get into the real world. Somebody finally tells them no, and they wig out. They just flip the fuck out. What? No, this can't be. Oh, no, it's wrong. What you're doing is wrong. No, it's not. Why? No one's ever told me it's not wrong. That doesn't mean it isn't wrong. You know, and I have a firm belief that that's wrong. You know, if I have that firm belief it's wrong, it is. Educate me if you can, but if I still see that it's wrong, it's wrong. Like,
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what I believe in.
If they disagree, they just don't fuck with you, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't agree. And it's okay not to agree on things. It's fine. That's not the point here. The point is there's a good chance you know you're doing some bullshit.
Yeah.
And nobody's calling you out on it.
What's the crazy thing
that's
is,
a problem.
Going back to what you just said, a lot of people can't do that nowadays.
No.
Like, me and you can have a disagreement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you're still going to be my boy.
Exactly.
You're still going to be our boy. We're going to have a disagreement, be like, you know what, Brandon, I don't really agree with you on that. You know, but it's not going to be to the point where, like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, you just offended my whole existence. I can't. No, I don't give a shit too much about anything that hard. You know, besides, unless you try to tell me that, you know, God isn't real and Jesus isn't real and all that. Then that's when I'm like, all right, dude.
But you know what? And that's an issue too, because we could consider that a moral aptitude for an individual, right? Your beliefs. If somebody is dropping the ball, we have like the church, the Christmas Catholics or whatever.
Right.
And if you're dropping the ball,
Or the Easter
or if you're dropping the ball on a moral level, and that gets on my nerves, and it is my fucking duty to call you out 100%. On that bullshit. If you are claiming to be Christian and you are not acting like a Christian, it is my responsibility to hold you accountable. It is your biblical
responsibility
Absolutely.
To call you out on it. And that's why the church is getting called out. But to them, it's the same thing. Oh, you're offending us. You're offending our church.
It's both sides. It's everywhere.
No. If your church is wrong, it literally says, it's somewhere in the Bible, I can't really remember where it says, but you are supposed to call out your church fathers. Yeah. You're supposed to call them out when they're doing wrong. If they're up there preaching a false, gospel, something that's false, completely false, and if you're sitting in those pews, you need to stand up and say, no, that is wrong.
Absolutely.
Have in your scripture, have it to where you're showing them where it's wrong. You can't just stand, oh, it's wrong. Why? Oh, I don't know. No, you need to have factual evidences that why that's wrong. This is false, what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then that's where you're going to see if they're going to be like, you know what? I am wrong. I am completely wrong. I thank you for that as a brother and sister in Christ. Thank you. But if they're not like that, if they're not really what they say they are.
People can't discuss anymore.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't discuss without.
Because they're going to say, security, can you get them out, please? And then continue with the sermon. Yeah. And it's like, that's how you know you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
If we had a scheduled time to do something and I didn't show up on time, what would happen? You'd probably be like, okay, he's late. Now, if I made that a common factor in my identity, where I'm always late to whatever we schedule, what do you think?
No, you don't care.
Sure. But you also think that's just who he is.
Yeah.
Right? So why is it that we're accepting of these shortfalls of people? We're so accepting and we never hold them accountable. Then what happens to that same buddy who's late to their job interview and they need the job?
Yeah.
You're hurting them in the long run.
Exactly.
So when I went to boot camp, so I was in the Marine Corps Infantry. What do you think about the Marine Corps Infantry?
You guys are some badass motherfuckers.
Okay.
You guys make your bed and you up at attention when they say so, and you guys are very punctual. I would say that. You guys are punctual.
Yeah, sure. So I thought that too when I was going in. And I mean, for the most part, I still believe. I mean, I was some very badass people, whatever. When I went to boot camp, the hardest boot camp in the world, that's what they said. That's what I was told. I went there.
Camp Luane, or what's it called?
There's two different ones. I was in San Diego. But there's two different, there's an expectation when you go that you're going to get hazed, that you're going to get fucked up, that it's going to be the hardest boot camp you could imagine.
Right.
When I went there and I found out that people weren't being dropped, being held back or kicked out when they weren't upholding a standard, what do you think my whole vision of the Marine Corps went?
Like, this is what the hell is going on?
What is going on? Why is this person...
Why am I putting all this work in and these person is just getting by? Like
it's not even that. Like, why is this person breathing the same goddamn air as me?
Yeah.
Why does he get to hold the same fucking title as I do? There's no fucking excuse there. This person should not be here.
Right.
That person should not be in your environment if they can't uphold a standard. You need to put pressure on the people around you.
Exactly.
And I didn't put pressure. Well, I mean, it was kind of hard to, to be honest. But I didn't put pressure on those fucking people. Yeah. I sat there, was a good little Marine, and I did my thing. I did everything I could. I helped who I could. But it doesn't matter because I let those other people in. I didn't push them. I didn't pressure them. They got yelled at. They just did the same thing over and over again. They were late. They couldn't get out of fucking their rack in the morning.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's absurd. And these people should be held to a standard. They need to be held to a standard because they bring everybody else down. It's a plague.
Yeah. Just imagine in the field if they're the same way they were in boot.
Yeah.
And then people die.
Imagine combat. Like you're relying on the guy who can't get out of a rack in the morning.
So you're relying on a guy, say something happens, he's on watch, he falls asleep, and then you guys are all dead because somebody snuck up and killed all of you.
Exactly.
But because you didn't hold him to that standard.
It's my fault.
No.
It's not his fault. It's my fault. Exactly. And it's our fault. If we don't hold those people around us to a standard, it is not their fault. It is not just them. It's our fault. And that's the shift we need to make.
Yeah. Shift from the blind loyalty of that's my friend, that's the homie, they can't do no wrong, to no, I'm letting you know, get your shit together or I can't be around you.
Absolutely. There's no excuse.
There's no excuse as to why you can't do what everybody else is doing as a standard.
Exactly.
It's not hard. It's not impossible. It takes time. Yes, absolutely. Everything does.
No, it is fucking hard.
Yeah.
No, it is really hard to hold your boys accountable. It should be hard because you don't want to confront them. You want to see them as these people upholding the same standard you are, and when they slip, it hurts.
Oh, I wasn't saying it's hard to hold them accountable.
Oh, okay. Well.
I said it's not hard to change.
Yeah,
them on their. I'm talking about them.
Yeah, if they give a fuck about you, and if they give a shit about their own lives
themselves,
they should be willing to change, 100%. And that there's no excuse about that. I saw in real time the Marine Corps standards drop because of inclusivity.
I can bring up one thing just because of my race, as a Hispanic, as a Mexican, Latino, in the families a lot. I know a lot of, if you guys are, Mexican or whatever Latino you are, it's always, pues así es, how are we going to do it? That's how they are. That's your uncle, the drunk, that's how they are. It's just like, no, that's not cool. Or that's your aunt who's always fucking talking mad shit to you, and you can't say nothing because, that's your aunt. That's how she is. Fuck that. Hell no. But because it's always that tribalism is like, well, they can't do no wrong because that's your aunt or that's your family. No, absolutely not. I will cut you off. I don't care if you're my sister, aunt, cousin, brother, anything. If you can't understand that if I'm telling you something you're doing wrong, you're like, nah, no, I'm not. You don't know. You're young. You're a kid. Da, da, da. Okay, cool. I don't have to speak to you ever again.
Yeah.
And I've done that to certain family members. I don't fucking gotta talk to you.
Yeah.
You see me, hey. That's it. That's the most you'll get out of me. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've done it to many people.
And it stems from a cultural, what's the word I want to say?
It's tribalism. It's a loyalty
tribalism, but
culture.
In the culture of, Hispanics, because there's like the male machismo thing too.
I don't know what that means.
Male machismo? The dads are very like no emotions,
Oh, okay.
Don't tell you they're proud of you or nothing like that.
Yeah. I think that's every race.
I guess. But then they're like the son that can do no wrong.
Yeah.
That's a big thing in Hispanics, Hispanic culture.
I think that's honestly big in every culture. Like the mother says, "Oh, my son can do no wrong," even though he's murdering people.
Yeah, not to say my mom did it, but I've seen families that like the daughters. They're so strict on the daughters, but the boys are like, whatever. Like, no, my mom was strict on all of us.
Yeah,
it's just the fact that me and my brother were just hard headed and didn't listen.
Yeah.
But and we didn't have our father there, but we had our brother there that was like, nah.
Yeah.
Like that shit isn't gonna fly.
Yeah, exactly, and that's good.
But that's to take it on the more cultural side. But I'm sure it's with every culture that there's like that.
Everybody has their tribalism.
This is for the younger generation. You should not be afraid to cut family off. If you see that they're doing wrong, you confront it, and they're just like, no, well, that's just how they always been. That's the way it's gonna be. If you don't like it, if I don't like it, cool. Don't ever speak to me again. Oh, well, I'm going to talk to you because I don't care. I will literally stare at you with a blank face and just walk away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to speak to you.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's your parents and you live with them and, you're just being a little bit over dramatic when it comes to what they're doing wrong, is like, oh, they're not letting me go out. That's probably for the better. Like, they're not letting you go out. But if it's for something that's like your moral standard, by all means, call them out, and family, friends, co-workers even, doesn't even matter,
especially co-workers. Holy fuck.
Man, I don't even want to get into that. I would not even want to get into that, but
my mentor, Jason Phillips, he has this concept of he calls them motherfuckers. and it's the concept of the clients that you have, and we all know those friends, clients, those people, those coworkers that we dread seeing, or we know they're going to act a certain way, they're going to be a certain way, so we don't really want to work with them.
Yeah.
And he says cut them off. He says just fucking, like, they do not have space on your table, so cut them off. Hold them to a standard. And we have to be careful with saying cut off people, because you're not right all of the time. Like, you have to be able to have a discussion with people.
Right, 100%.
But
have a discussion.
There's a line.
There's a line in the discussion where you got to understand. Their mindset is made up. They're not listening to what you have to say. then that's when you can make that decision. But don't just like literally it's just a one-off conversation and there's no discussion behind it, and then you want to cut them off.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Have an actual conversation about it.
Right.
You know, I don't want to hear the excuse of, well, they can't have a conversation. No, you need to sit them down.
Absolutely.
And have a conversation.
I tell all of my clients, hey, if you
have the hard conversation.
I will confront those people. But also, if you see me slipping up, I best be called out for it. Like, you better fucking call me out on my bullshit. If I'm untimely, if I'm dropping the ball, I need to be called out. We need to put pressure on the people we care about for our own good, but also their own good. Because it is truly your fault if you are unable to call these people out.
Yeah, because it spills out into the community, to the world.
Clearly, I mean, it's a plague. It is a fucking disease. These people drop the ball. They're allowed to drop the ball. They continue to do so because there's no repercussions.
If anything, there's a backing to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like...
Exactly.
And that backing needs to get broken down and incinerated. But that's a big responsibility.
Talking about the Epstein list?
Yeah.
All of them burn.
All of them.
All those fuckers burn.
We talked about that, but
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but that's the point here too, because now they've engineered so much distrust and hatred and just biased separation between left and right. It's all or nothing. And now that we have this unifying set of documents that should bring left and right together against a common enemy, it's the divide is so strong and the hatred is so strong that they're unable to see that they have a common enemy, and they're unable to do anything about it because they're so paralyzed in their own little hatred. It's Hatfield and McCoy hatred against each other, and so nothing's gonna happen. There's this whole fucking list.
Something's gonna happen. No, I feel like I don't want to say that nothing's gonna happen. Obviously, with all the shit going on right now with overseas, it's still, to me, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Exactly. The overseas shit is just to take attention away.
And there's a lot of people that are still holding the line and putting it out there that this shit is real. It's still real.
Yeah.
I'm one of these people. I'm telling people,
this is fucking
all this shit, all this Iran stuff, it's smoke and mirrors. There's gonna be a false flag, event. And there's just, like I said, the separation between people was not letting them see that. And it's, like I said, it is a wall that needs to be broken down and incinerated so people can understand and finally see past the smoke and see, oh shit, I need to get you guys some infrared goggles so you can see past the smoke and Satan is real and they're eating babies. Wake up. But
absolutely,
the tribalism isn't letting you guys see that.
Yeah, your blind hatred for one another is preventing you from looking up at the larger enemy that's holding the ropes.
Yep.
There's a noose around our necks, and we're putting it there ourselves.
And we need to take it off of ours and put it on theirs.
Absolutely.
And hang it tight.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That's a good episode.
Great. Loved it.
You want to call it there?
You can call it there.
All right, the simple shift today is one of my favorites and a pillar in my personal community of people. It's confront those people, have the hard conversation,
confront yourself,
put pressure on those around you if you truly care about them. So today's simple shift is, to put it simply, confront.
Appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you later.